It is all over for the Hibbies, but now they will get a second bite at the cherry as they drop from the Europa League into the Europa Conference League. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV here with just a quick little European update and I guess a semi-Hibernian / Michelin match review. So, yeah, it finished at Easter Road tonight, 3-2 on aggregate. Michelin drew on the night 0-0, but won 2-1 in extra time. So, unfortunately, that means another Scottish team. I'll say another Scottish team. The first Scottish team this season has been eliminated from a European competition, and it is Hibernian. They dropped down into the Conference League, and some people may be saying, what do you mean, unfortunately? You're a Hearts fan. Why is it unfortunate? Well, I do support the Scottish teams in Europe. I'm always going to support the Scottish teams in Europe. I personally don't care who it is. I support all Scottish teams in European competition because, A, I want my nation countries to do better. I want Scotland as a country, as a footballing nation to do better. And if the coefficient is better, if the coefficient is higher, then that will also help Hearts. So, you know, there's multiple reasons as for why. And just being patriotic in general. I would rather see Scottish teams represent Scotland doing well in Europe than not. So, I was disappointed to see Hibernian lose tonight, but they did lose, and that means that they're now no longer in the Europa League, but they do drop into the Europa Conference League, which you could argue is more on their level and should give them a better chance of potentially getting into the group stage. But had they won tonight, they would have had 1 foot in the league phase, because that would have offered them a minimum of a playoff spot, but now they need to win 2 ties, whereas had they beat Michelin tonight and then lost the next round in the Europa League, they still would have dropped into a Conference League playoff. So it's unlikely now for Hibs, I think, unfortunately. I do think they will struggle to get European football, but, I mean, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Who knows? Maybe they can do it. We'll have to wait and see. But their European journey in the Europa League has come to an end, whereas we know that Aberdeen, they're still in it, but they won't enter till the playoff round, so we have to wait and see, you know, in a few weeks who they're going to get. Rangers, though, they defeated Panathinaikos 3-1 in aggregate, beat them 2-0 at Ibrox, and then seen them off with a 1-1 draw in Greece. So that was a decent result for Rangers, and they are now into the third qualifying round of the Champions League, where they will take on Victoria Plzen, who I would expect Rangers to beat, to be fair, over 2 legs. It's in the league path. Rangers, I think, are the highest seeded team in that league path. So, yeah, I expect the Rangers to get the job done there. And Dundee United with back-to-back 1-0 wins over Unastrasen. So, I expected Dundee United to comfortably beat Unastrasen. And look, they got the job done. That's what matters. 2 wins for the coefficient, but it's not great. Is it 1-0 wins over Luxembourg side? But here, they done it. They're through. They got the job done. They're into the next round, and they will take on Rapid Wien of Austria in the third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. And as for Hibernian, they will take on Partizan Belgrade. So now there's no safety net for Hibernian. If they lose to Partizan Belgrade, you do not drop down into a lower competition. You're simply eliminated from Europe altogether. So next week's going to be massive, guys, because Hibernian and Dundee United, you know, it's winner takes all. You win and you're into the next round. You lose and you're out of Europe. So yeah, there's no sitting here thinking that you can drop into another competition. It's got to the point now where you need to win or you're eliminated from Europe. So, yeah, next week should be good. Hibernian and Dundee United taking on Partizan Belgrade and Rapid Wien, respectively. I think they're underdogs in both games, but I think Hibernian proved against Michelin, who I would say are just as good as both of those sides, if not better, that they can compete over 180 minutes, and well, it'll last even longer than that because they went to extra time. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. And also you got Rangers as well, taking on, totally forget who are Rangers taking on at Victoria Plzen. So yeah, hopefully Scottish sides can do well next week as well, and yeah, get some good results in the opening legs of those ties. Anyway, guys, that is it. Unfortunate that we lose one team out of the Europa League, but we still have all 5 teams remaining, and I just wonder how many we'll have remaining in 2 weeks' time. But Hopefully all 5, because Scotland, we need to grow. As a country, we need to get better. We need to improve. Our European results have been poor over the years. I mean, it pretty much has been Rangers single-handedly, dragging the coefficient through the mud. They've been saving it. So I say that, dragging it through the mud, I said that as if Rangers were killing it. No, I meant Rangers were, Rangers were saving it. If the coefficient was drowning, Rangers were like effectively a lifeguard jumping in to save it and give it mouth to mouth and drag it out the water. So yeah, pretty much. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Unlucky Hibs tonight. Thought they played well. A couple of really, really good goals from Michelin, though. That was the difference. And eliminated from Europa League. But we'll see what happens next week, guys. Still a lot to play for. Anyway, till next time, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Till then, peace.